In the heart of whispering woods, where the leaves turned from green to gold, lived a big, cuddly bear named Barnaby. Winter was just around the corner, and Barnaby was feeling a little sleepy. He knew it was almost time for his long winter nap, but a thought tugged at his heart. He would miss his friends so much. There was Squeaky the squirrel, with his bushy tail and endless energy. Hoot the wise old owl, who knew all the stories of the forest, and Pip the tiny field mouse, who had the biggest heart of all. Barnaby wanted to leave them something special, a gift that would keep them warm and remind them of him while he was dreaming of honey and springtime. He looked at his big, fuzzy paws and had a brilliant idea. He would knit a blanket, not just any blanket, but a winter blanket woven with all the colors of their friendship. So Barnaby got to work. He gathered wool from the fluffy white clouds, threads of sunshine gold from the last autumn days, and deep blues from the twilight sky. His big paws were a bit clumsy at first, but with every stitch, he thought of his friends. He wove in the bright red of Squeaky's favorite berries, the deep brown of Hoot's feathers, and the soft gray of Pip's tiny coat. He poured all his love and warmth into the yarn, humming a happy tune as the blanket grew longer and longer. As he knitted, he remembered all their adventures, but the time Squeaky accidentally dropped all his nuts, and they spent the whole day laughing and gathering them back up. The time Hoot taught them how to navigate by the stars, and the time Pip bravely led them through a thorny patch to find the sweetest dandelions. Each memory became a thread, each laugh a knot, and each hug a patch of color in the magnificent blanket. Finally, just as the first snowflake began to fall, the blanket was finished. It was huge. It was big enough for a squirrel, an owl, and a mouse to all snuggle under together. It shimmered with the colors of the forest and felt as soft as a dream. Barnaby folded it neatly and placed it under the old oak tree where they always met. He left a small note that said, "For my dearest friends, stay warm and dream of our next adventure. Love, Barnaby." Then, with a big yawn, he lumbered back to his cozy cave, curled up, and fell fast asleep. The next morning, the world was covered in a soft white layer of snow. Squeaky, Hoot, and Pip met at the oak tree, shivering a little in the chilly air. They were sad that Barnaby was gone for the winter, but then they saw the colourful bundle. Pip read the note aloud, and their hearts filled with warmth. They unfolded the blanket and gasped. It was the most beautiful thing they had ever seen. They all snuggled underneath it. Squeaky wrapped his bushy tail around Pip, and Hoot tucked them in with his wing. The blanket was incredibly warm, not just from the wool, but from the love Barnaby had woven into every single thread. Throughout the long, cold winter, the three friends would gather under Barnaby's blanket. They told stories, shared nuts, and looked at the stars. The blanket reminded them that even though their friend was far away, his love was still with them, keeping them close and their hearts warm. They learned that true friendship is like a cozy blanket on a cold date, covers you in warmth and comfort. No matter how far apart you may be, and they couldn't wait for spring to arrive, so they could give their big, cuddly friend the biggest thank you hug of all.